Okay, so I'm going to get right into this tong making and not talk too much during this video. But I do want to say that I think my rivet-less adjustable tongs, as made here, probably won't replace single-purpose tongs. That is, tongs made for a specific shape and size. But I have found that this adjustable style does fit an in-between role. I sold a few, but I haven't had much feedback, so that may be a bad sign. But my own have served me well for when I needed to hold an in-between size, or when a workpiece changed shape to the point where my dedicated tongs couldn't hold. One downside might be the tongs' jaws moving or slipping since they aren't static. But I feel the upside of this fill-in-the-gap style of tong outweighs this. I will sell to anyone interested, and I'll list this style of tong on my website as soon as I get a chance. Anyway, like with most of my tools, it's sure to evolve as I make more. For those who maybe don't know, I apologize for the occasional swishing kind of watery sound. It's just my camera's audio is pretty wackadoo. But, not to worry because I have a new camera coming pretty soon. So when starting to cut here, you want to take your time, go slow, and just make sure you've got it centered as much as possible. It got a little bit off, and that's why I'm tipping the piece like I am here, just to try to get things lined up again. This cutter has a fairly shallow taper, but I have a couple of others and they have different degrees of taper on them. Here I'm using a copper plate on the top of my anvil when cutting through, so I don't mar my anvil face, and also to save the tool's edge. This is the other half now. The half that will pass through the part that's been sliced open and eventually will be drifted. I needed to true things up a bit, so I just wanted to try this saddle with my set hammer or flatter, or whatever you want to call it. I'm sorry I didn't have the camera set up too well here on this side, but basically I'm just trying to create an S in this tongue. An S from behind where I fullered and to the jaw front there. So you see that's kind of what I'm doing. And you can see it's got a little bit of S curve in it now, but it doesn't have enough, and that was one of the small mistakes I made on this pair. Won't yet quite fit. I clean them up just a little bit, mainly filing to remove any sharp edges and mainly in the area that I slit and drifted open. This style of tong can be very finicky to adjust. I'm tapping the back end and the front end of the part that passes through just to free it up some. If there was just a little more S-curve in at least one half, then the range that this tong could hold would be just a little bit greater. A quick shout out to Bruce Butcher for his latest donation. That's all, folks. Thanks for watching.